Dhira Madhava Kunja Vihari Gopi Janavallabha Givarnari Gopi Janavallabha Givarnari Yashodanandana Prajajanarandana Yashodanandana Prajajanarandana Yamunatira Panasavana Yamunatira Panasavana Jaya Raja Kunja Jaya Raja Madhava Kunja Vihari Gopi Janavallabha Givarnari Gopi Janavallabha Givarnari Yashodanandana Prajajanarandana Yashodanandana Prajajanarandana Yamunatira Vanachari Yamunatira Vanachari Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Rama Hare Rama Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Jaya Prabhupada Jaya Prabhupada Prabhupada Srila Prabhupada Jaya Prabhupada Upana, Upana, Sila Prabhupada. Jaya Jaya Gurudev, 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 Jai Gurudev. Nitai Gaura Haribo, 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 Nitai Gaura Haribo. Jayam Vishnupada Paramahamsa Parivajikacharya Hastutarasita Sishimadhi Divine Grace ISKCON Founderacharya Jagadguru Sri Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. Jayam Vishnupada Paramahamsa Parivajikacharya Hastutarasita Sishimadhi Divine Grace Srila Bhaktivedanta Saraswati Thakur Prabhupada Ki Jai. Ananda Guru Vaishnava Ki Amacharya Srila Haridasa Ki. Friends Lord Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhara Siva Sadi Gaura Bhaktavrinda Ki Vrindavan Ki Mathura Ki Navadu Maipudam Ki Jamuna Mai Ki Ganges Mai Ki Tulasi Devi Ki Bhakti Devi Ki Samaveta Bhaktavrinda Ki Nitai Gaura all glorious assemblies, all glorious assemblies, all glorious assemblies. So glory to Sri Guru Sri Gauranga. Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Padaya Buddha Smati Vati Tuta Shanti Namaste Krishna Parashita Sri Gaura Karana Sri Vati Tuta Om Gyana Timirandasya Gyananjana Salakaya Chakshulam Litam Jaina Tashmai Sri Guravi Namaha Sri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Stapitam Jena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamayam Tadati Swapadam Vande Sri Gurun Sri Uttapada Kamal Sri Gurun Vaishnavam Sri Rupam Sagajatam Sahagana Raghunathan Vitam Tam Sajena Sadvaitam Savadutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Deva Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Sri Visakanvitam He Krishna Dina Bandhu Jagat Pate Gopisa Gopika Kanta Tada Kanta Namaste Tapta Kanchana Gourangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrisabhanu Sute Devi Pranamami Haripriya Panchakalpatarubhyascha Kripa Sindhyayevacha Patitanam Pavanivyo Vaishnavyo Namo Namaha Jai Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Sri Vasa Gaura Bhaktivinoda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai Sri Hanuman Ki Jai. So we continue hearing what Hanuman. When the impossible became possible, the impossible was done. In a matter of 5 days, the monkey army, under the guidance of architects Nala and Nila, worked together to construct and 100 yojana long and 10 yojana wide stone bridge across the ocean all the way till Lanka. The battle-eager army of Ravana waited with bated breath for the monkey army to arrive at their shores. Their hands were itching for a good fight. Little did they realize that this would be their last opportunity. The fight between the two camps lasted indefinite hours, over several days and nights. During the day, the monkey army had an upper hand, but the nocturnal demons exercised more power, using elusive tricks under the cover of night. The turning point in the battle was the entry of the trickster Indrajit, the son of Ravana. He launched all his attacks in an invisible mode. He moved at lightning speed, hurling weapons from different directions. None of the monkeys could decipher Indrajit's tricks, let alone attack him. Realizing that the entire game plan depended on the brothers, Lord Ram and Lakshmana, Indrajit used a missile on them, given to him by Lord Brahma. The weapon successfully rendered Lakshmana unconscious. With the fall of Lakshmana, the morale of the entire monkey army took a hit. Every monkey lost his purpose of fighting, and they all dropped their weapons and ran to help the fallen hero. Meanwhile, the enemies began to slaughter the monkey army. There was panic in the monkey camp. Just then, Jambavan arrived at the scene. He had been fighting elsewhere and had thus taken time to reach there. The first question he asked was, "Is Hanumana alive?" Jambavan's confidence in Hanumana's ability was such that as long as he was alive, hope was there. Hanuman made his way, pushing through the crowd of monkey leaders, and reached the center where he saw Lakshman lying unconscious. Tears ran down his cheeks. He was unable to accept that such a thing could happen to them. But seeing Jambavan unperturbed, he realized they still had a chance. He asked for the action plan. Jambavan promptly instructed Hanuman to bring 4 herbs that were available in the Himalayas. He explained the names of each herb and its medicinal properties. The first was named Mrita Sanjivini, that could restore a dead man to life. The second was called Sailia Karani, used to extract embedded weapons and quickly heal wounds. The third was the Suvarna Karani, which was used to restore the body color to its original texture. And finally, the fourth was the Sangani, which was used to join fractured bones and severed limbs. With the names entrenched in his mind, Hanuman headed towards the Himalayas. While Hanuman was away, Jambavan cleverly orchestrated the killing-up strategy in the battlefield where the monkeys were asked to dispose the bodies of all the demons into the ocean and collect the bodies of the dead monkeys together. The experienced Jambavan knew that as soon as the heads were brought to the battlefield, something mystical would happen. He didn't want the benefit of their endeavor to be shared by the demons. Hence, the clean-up drive became mandatory. Once done, all they had to do was wait and pray for Hanuman's return. Within the stipulated time, with the magic herbs. Meanwhile, Hanuman had reached the majestic Himalayas after overcoming several challenges on his way. But the greatest challenge was identifying the herbs in the plethora of herbs that grew on these vast mountains. Being a novice in the field of medicine, I had no idea how to recognize them or distinguish one herb from the other. Had he had time, he could have surely figured it out somehow. But today, time was ticking away much faster than ever, almost mocking his ability to match its speed. Unable to conclude which herb he had to pluck, Hanuman decided to do the impossible. He decided to carry the entire mountain back with him. Uprooting the entire mountain, Hanuman flew back with great speed and determination. As soon as Hanuman came within the vicinity of the battlefield, and the fragrance of the herbs entered Lakshman's nostrils, he regained consciousness. Even the dead monkeys were revived by the power of the herbs. The celebration and euphoria in the monkey army was causing disgust and irritation in the Rakshasa camp. More so because all the dead ones had been cleverly thrown into the ocean and couldn't be revived. Lord Ram felt relieved to see Lakshman and embrace his brother. Hanumana returned the mountain to its original place and joined the last phase of the gruesome battle. Soon, Lakshman killed Indrajit and Hanuman exterminated the rest of the Rakshasas. The final duel between Lord Ram and Ravana was watched with intense attention. I have a question for all of you. Should I ask my question?
Yes.
Who is Lakshman? Who is Lakshman? The Supreme Personality of Godhead. Ananta says. Balaram. So he needed help to cure him. So Balaram needed help to cure him. So what is happening? What is happening? Okay, and the man is glorified for doing the service. Did you understand my question? How no? I'm concerned with not the monkeys. For the monkeys, I'm okay. My concern is what Lakshmana, the Supreme Lord, is affected by the mystic weapon of Indrajit. That's my concern. How can you justify that for me?
Energy, maybe it is mistake, but it is Krishna's energy only, not the energy which he used. The energy is a negative thought. So, but he is supreme.
Yes, Mataji.
I actually don't know the answer, but the thought that comes into my mind is that he has so much. It shows because he considers himself the servant of Lord Ramachandra. So even he will die from there's so much love in him to show that even I die for my master. That's just my thought.
Okay, thank you.
Sri Ram wanted to take services from his devotees.
Okay, thank you.
What I heard is that when Sabri was, she was waiting for Lord Ramachandra to come, and she was picking this berry for Lord Ramachandra. So when Lakshman saw that Sabri is tasting the berry before giving to Lord Ramachandra, he didn't eat it. So that's why he was. I mean, this is also a pastime because of my I believe that might not be.
All right, thank you. Yes.
I'm thinking that it was given to him by Lord Brahma, by Indrajit, the weapon. So, in order not to minimize the power of Brahma, Lakshmana accepted what he given.
Okay, very good.
Because the power of the weapon is given to Indrajit by Brahma. So Lakshman accepted, yes, just to not minimize the power of Brahma.
Very good. Okay, thank you. Very good. Someone else? Yeah.
I think Lakshmana had the power to counter that, but just to show respect to Lord Brahma, that's why he did.
Okay, thank you. Very good. Very good. Yeah.
I'm just thinking that to intensify the love of Hanuman Lord did this pastime. Now he loved because so what his tears came out. He saw Lakshman in this condition. So just to intensify the intensity of love.
Yeah, thank you. Yes, sir.
Order of the Leela to get intensified and get
All right.
that he gets affected, he needs some healing herbs. If they're showing just supreme power and control over everything, then he won't be so attractive. You lose the attractiveness of
Okay, very good. Thank you. Yes. Okay. Very good. Very good. Yes, sir. Thank you. Yes. Sir.
Because Lakshman and Sri Ramchandra were brothers, and Lakshman always used to serve the Ram. So Ram thought, why not I also show my love to Lakshman, because he was also younger brother of Ram.
Very good. Thank you.
When Shabari offered the berries to Ram and Lakshman, Ram Bhagwan ate the berries, but Lakshman ignored the berries. So because of this aparadha, Lakshman got affected.
Thank you. Yes.
Just like we believe in the Lord, we believe and we depend on the Lord. The Lord is also showing that He needs His devotees. He depends on them.
Okay.
And the love is reciprocal.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Krishna and his devotees and each other.
Thank you. Wonderful. Very nice. Yes, this is some years ago. It was a ISKCON Desire Tree. So they asked me to a question: if a devotee can be affected by black magic. So I gave this example. I gave this example. The two examples. Pradyumna, the son of Krishna, he was knocked down on the battlefield. Weapon. Lakshman is knocked down here by Indrajit, the weapon. He is a supreme personality of Godhead, and everything is coming from him. Therefore, he is not affected by anything. There's nothing which can affect him, but he can affect everything. But here we are seeing that he fell unconscious. Lakshman, Hanuman has to go and bring the herbs to cure him. It's okay. That is good. That there is a service for Hanuman. It's a service for Hanuman. And also, there are many lessons you can learn in this. There are many lessons. There's a service for Hanuman. In the process of executing his services, Hanuman went through a lot of challenges. And he was successful in all the challenges he passed through. One, Hanuman was not worried about the challenges which he will experience in his Krishna consciousness. He was not worried about it. And it was not a surprise. For some of us, it is a surprise. Why we get disturbed? Because we are not expecting to have difficulties. And why we shouldn't expect difficulties? Why should we not expect difficulties? Why we shouldn't expect? Barugeta told us that this place is what? A miserable place. So why challenges will be unexpected by devotees? Why we should be disturbed? Hanuman is teaching here, one should not be disturbed in any circumstances, because you should be ready. You should be ready for difficulty. You should be ready for it. Either the challenges are coming from external forces, or it is coming from our own person, the mind, our senses, our intelligence, our body. This body is a big challenge of our Christian consciousness. To have the material body itself is a big challenge. If the body is such a challenge, what about other things? They are necessary. Challenges are necessary for us in our Christian consciousness. Why are they necessary? Because it is the time to show our faith in Guru and Krishna. That's the time to check the quality of our faith. What is our understanding about Krishna, who is the supreme personality of Godhead? Hanuman, he passed through all this difficulty. He was prepared for anything. And because he was prepared, he has intelligence to pass through all challenges. Why? Because he's a dedicated, surrendered soul. Therefore, Krishna gives intelligence to pass through all difficulties. All the necessary difficulties, he passed through it successfully. He was tested. Oh, you should just, it is a fortune to have a sage like a sage devotee like you in my in my hermitage. It's a great opportunity. Just stay for a moment, take some food. You should take rest, then you can continue. Hanuman said there is no time. Do we speak like this? We have spare time in our Christian consciousness, and having spare time means it is Maya. Hanuman is teaching there is no spare time for devotee. Don't you hear? Lakshman is unconscious in the battlefield. He is talking to his enemy. The demon who is supporting Ravana. And now he's asking Hanuman to stay and eat. If Hanuman eats his food, what will he do? He will poison him to death. Because he knew, she knew Hanuman was going to bring medicine. So a chance for Hanuman to be killed so the medicine will not be brought. But he succeeded because he is a dedicated servant. Krishna gives intelligence to those who have dedicated their life to his service. Krishna gives intelligence to serve him. So intelligence was given to Hanuman to execute his services. Not only that, he made another demon who was showing Hanuman his power. Hanuman showed intelligence. He was expanding. Hanuman was expanding. Hanuman was expanding. He was expanding. When he expanded, realized Hanuman became true and passed through the mouth to the other side. And the demon also was done with. He killed the demon in battle. All the demons he faced. He killed all of them. And he went to Vrindavan. And when he got there, that was not it is mentioned here, that was not the challenge. The heaviest challenge was, what are the medicine to be brought? There was no time for him to ask Jamavan to describe exactly. The names were given, but what are the herbs? It was not shown to him. Hanuman was intelligence. Since I cannot identify them, let me carry the whole mountain there. He did. And as soon as the mountain was brought, and also saw what Jamavan did. Jamavan threw all the dead bodies of the Rakshasas to the sea. They were gone. But the monkeys were not gone. Another intelligence from Jamavan. It is not Ramachandra who told him to do this. It was not Ramachandra who told him to do this. It is from the quality of his devotional service, he got intelligence to understand what to do. He had to execute his service nicely. So he got that intelligence and executed the duty. So, coming back to Hanuman's and Lakshman's situation, Lakshman is affected by the Brahmastra, which Lord Brahma has given to Indrajit. So, what is happening? That was my question. Why is he affected? Because everything is under his control. Why is he affected? They are his power. The Brahmastra, that his own personal power. So he shouldn't be affected. In a Vedic culture, civilized people have respect. They have a culture of respect. So Hanuman is respecting his own power by submitting to that, to teach us a lesson that we should be very careful. Because it is Krishna's energy. It is Krishna's energy. Since it is Krishna's energy, it will act and they have respect. Hanuman himself also, he has respect. When Varuna Rupi came, he has respect. Lakshman also is showing the respect for Krishna's energy. His energy has a respect. When Lord Shiva wanted to kill Sankachuda, the voice came and told him, don't do that, because if you do it, you will violate the law. The Sankachuda has an amulet from Krishna. If you kill him, it will violate that principle. Therefore, don't kill him. So Lord Shiva didn't kill Sankachuda again. He has to wait until Krishna himself came and removed the amulet before he was killed. They have a culture of respect. In this situation, Hanuman knows that this is the, like some of you, I think two of you said that it is given by Lord Brahma, and the last man has to show respect for it. Lord Brahma gave this. He didn't want to violate it. He didn't want to make Lord Brahma's impotent. So he he respected that for some time being. Not necessarily that he needed the herbs to cure him, but this is how nature has to go. So he followed that respect. These are the hidden wisdom in all these pastimes. As torrent of arrows whizzed past in such direction, the monkey army was thrilled at their lost expertise. Though both were powerful, ultimately Lord Ram released an arrow that penetrated through the navel of Ravana and shocked out his energy, leaving him lifeless. Vomiting blood from his 10 heads, Ravana fell dead. Tears of joy broke out in the monkey army, and they began to dance around Ram and Lakshman. All's well that ends well. It was time for reunion. The wisdom. Impossibility is a limitation set by a doubting mind. Impossibility is a limitation set by a doubting mind. Encouragement expands its horizons. Encouragement expands its horizons. Impossibility is a limitation set by a doubting mind. Encouragement expands its horizon. Hare Krishna. Comments or questions?
One, I call it silly question, but I wanted to ask when Hanuman revived Lakshman back, so he went back and kept the mountain and he came back to fight.
Yes.
They could have continued to fight and they could have kept the mountain there.
What is difficult?
Because fight is hurting.
The fighting which is going on is different from what we understand it to be. When some years ago I was reading the Ramayana and I was seeing how Lord Machanda was sitting there and Rakshasa was killing the monkeys. They were falling right before his face. There's so many millions were falling. He was sitting there peacefully, didn't do anything. I was horrified. I was worried. I was reading, but I was connected with the reading. I was feeling that. Right before the Lord, this monkey, they came for him. And they're being killed right before his face. And he was unconcerned. That disturbed me. I was worried. Why he not doing anything? At least he should stand up and kill all of them. I was thinking like that. It took me some days to get out of it. I stopped reading for some time. And then after a few days, and I continued. So at the end of the battle, when Ravana is killed, Sita Devi recovered. Ramachandra is now ready to return back to Ayodhya. So the monkeys who were the leaders were to go back to their places. So Sugriva, offering his last obeisances to the Lord before returning back. So Lord Machanda asked him, I'm satisfied with the service you rendered. What blessing do you want? Sugriva said, all my monkey friends that died, I want all of them back. And Lord Machanda returned all of them back to life. And I said, Ramchandra Bhagwan ki. It was then I said this. Now I can see, yeah, this is the Lord. So the killing, that is nothing. That is nothing. In the side of Lord Machanda, no single soul died. He used them to kill the Rakshasas. Everybody who left the body, they all came back. Only the Rakshasas died. So for Hanuman to take some time to return the mountain back while the battle is going on, that was nothing. It's just a game in the play. That is nothing. All right? Yes.
Thank you so much for that information. I heard that we should serve like a medium servant of spiritual master. But if my question is that if we are very far away from our spiritual master, then how can we render service so that it will touch the heart of
Why are you far from your spiritual master?
physical distance?
Physical distance has nothing to do with Brahma Bhakti. There is no difference. There is no distance. So a disciple should not be far from the spiritual master. If you are far from the spiritual master, means you are not connected with the spiritual master. You are in Maya. So Prabhupada answered the same question. A female disciple, he asked him. It's a female question asked. The disciple asked Prabhupada about the same thing. And Prabhupada said, in America you are chanting Hare Krishna, and I am in India chanting Hare Krishna. What is the distance? What is the separation? We should not separate ourselves from each other. One day I asked one disciple, why I have not heard from you for some time? Oh, my cell phone had problem. I said, you need cell phone to communicate with your guru? They are so low that you need cell phone to communicate with your guru? That is your level? Why do you need cell phone to communicate with your guru? What of the age where cell phone was not there? How were they communicating? How did Sukadev Goswami, Sukadev Goswami, Parishit Maharaj, how did he call his spiritual master to come and speak to him? Did you use cell phone? I'm asking. Sukadev Goswami was called by Parishit Maharaj. Gurudev, I'm leaving the body in 7 days. Can you come and show me the way to how to leave the body? That what happened? No. We should be communicating from the heart. To communicate from the heart. So nothing should be in between. Nothing will be in between. Wherever you are, you can do your service. Wherever you are, you can communicate. Wherever you are, let us use the language of the heart. That is the best way to communicate. Silence is a festival celebrated alone. Means it is not spread. Humility is not spread. But when you become humble, everybody will be affected by that, by that quality. It's like the sun is standing in one place, but the energy is distributed all directions. If there is sun, everybody will feel it from anywhere. So if there is humility, everybody can feel it. Everybody will feel it. That's what it means. Yes. All right. Thank you. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Shri Hanuman ki jai.